Hi, my name is Amanda Charteau. I'm a Rochester native and I'm 26 years old. I currently work for Excelis Blue Cross Blue Shield as a project manager. I first heard about Big Brothers Big Sisters back in 2012, actually through a newspaper article as I was finishing up high school. I had never grew up with a big sister in my family. I was the oldest and had younger siblings. And I also never really had that strong mentor figure who remained throughout my life. So when I saw that Big Brothers Big Sisters had a local organization here, I knew that it would be a perfect fit to be able to give back to the community. I love Big Brothers Big Sisters because it's that connection to be able to give back to the youth. You know, we've all been young before, and as you grow up, having someone who believes in you and champions you, who's there as a constant support, can make all the difference. With Jocelyn, it's a lot of fun because we try new things. Now, I can't remember the last time I jumped off a diving board in a swimming pool, but that's what we did this past summer. It's also an opportunity to watch someone grow up. You know, with Jocelyn being matched 4 years, it's been so cool to see her journey and how she's, started to figure out what she wants to do with her future, and watching her grow from someone who was a little more shy or timid at school to someone who has a really strong friend group and is just doing so well in school. And it's neat to meet that family connection as well. You know, she has an incredible family, and her family has become someone who's important in my life now too. You know, when I pick Jocelyn up every week, sometimes it might be rock climbing or it might be taking a new paint class, but often it's just an opportunity to listen and talk. And sometimes it's about what we're watching on Netflix, and sometimes it's about, a photo or an experience on Instagram, but a lot of the time it's just, how's life going? How's school? How are you? And especially during the pandemic, it's been realizing that this is hard for everyone, and knowing that for the youth it can be even harder. So just being an ear and someone that she knows she can rely on, I think that that's the greatest impact.
My name is Jocelyn Holman. I'm 16 years old. I'm in 10th grade at Athena High School. When I first started, I was about 12 years old. So we often we plan it and stuff, and sometimes it's usually a weekend or a weekday when I don't have school. And yeah, she picks me up at my house, then we go. And our outings are usually 1 hour to 2 hours. Yeah, we text almost, not every day, but whenever we can.
There was this one time, we often go to the YMCA to hang out and partake in some of their classes and the recreational areas that they have. And we were just playing basketball, having fun on our own. And this big group asked us if we could play with them on their team. And at first we were like, oh, we don't really know. But we jumped into the team and had a lot of fun. And we still laugh about it today, wondering if the next time we go to the Y, if we're going to be pulled into an impromptu basketball game. I remember one time when she was going to Chicago, she told me, the trip to Chicago can be really rough on the train, and I always get sick around this time of year, it's never a lot of fun. Once I get there, it's the best time, but I don't really like traveling there. So I was like, okay, let's talk about some strategies that we can use when you're on your trip. Maybe it's meditation. We went to a yoga class a couple weeks ahead, and so talking about those life strategies that she could use. I was also going to Walgreens to pick up some vitamin C, in case she did fall sick on her trip. And it was a moment where she looked at me and said, you really do feel like my sister. And it was a couple years into the match, and it really firmed up that it doesn't take a lot to be a big in this program, but it does take the compassion and the listening and the care. I think that that's something that everyone has when you're ready to become a volunteer.
To me, it means having a sister and somebody to talk to when you don't have nobody.
It was difficult at first when COVID happened, because we were so used to seeing each other so often that there were a few weeks where we were just relying on FaceTime and text, and Jocelyn went away for a few weeks being with her dad in Chicago. But there are so many tools that you can use to stay connected, whether it's Zoom or a text, a call. It's really the relationship that matters. So we kind of realize it's not the things that we do. It doesn't matter if you're rock climbing or going to the next class in the community to learn a new skill. It's really just the foundation of that relationship and staying in touch. The onboarding process is not difficult at all. Big Brothers Big Sisters provide so much support. When you are initially interested in becoming a match, they give you a match questionnaire that you can use that tells you a little bit about yourself. Who were you growing up? What are your interests? What sort of things are you looking in for a match? Once that's complete, there's also a questionnaire on the match side. So they really make sure that you have a match that's going to work and that has some commonality between the big and the little. In my case, it was perfect. We like a lot of the same things. We love going on adventures, being outside, doing crafts, making messes in the kitchen, and it's been really fun.
So obviously, one of the Ide Family of Dealerships' core values is to invest in our community, and we thought this February would be a great time to partner with Big Brothers Big Sisters. They do so many good things for the kids in our community, and we did that. We partnered with Salvatore's. We're going to be giving the kids a pizza lunch with every purchase of a vehicle, and we just thought this was a great organization. You just saw that interview, and we wanted to talk a little bit more about it. So tell us, really, what's involved in becoming a Big Brother or Big Sister?
So first of all, thanks, Rich, for doing this with Big Brothers Big Sisters. We're delighted to partner with you. Becoming a big, as we call our mentors, is a really easy process. Volunteers who want to come and make a difference in the life of a child, they come in for an orientation, they meet with our volunteer enrollment person, we do a background screening for child safety to ensure the safety of a child. There's a very extensive questionnaire on both sides because we want to make sure it's a very strong match. Research has shown if a match lasts less than a year, we've actually done more damage than good because we don't want another adult leaving the life of a child.
Right.
So success matters to us. We boast about a 3-year average length of a match, which is really incredible to have that strong, caring adult in the life of a child. Beyond the orientation and background screening, the little and their family are interviewed, and then when all of that is settled, we have a great match team that gets together and sits around a table, and then they talk about the adult and the child, and instead of the next one up the queue, they're literally making a match. They're saying, this person really loves baking and hiking, and this little loves to do this. So we match them on personality, geography, interests, and such, because we really want it to stick.
So you put them together. So the simple version of that is they check you out, they learn all about you, they got a list of kids, and they know which one will be a good match for you. So you'll get to be a role model in the life of a kid that has similar interests to your own, and you can share your experiences, you can share your talents or your interests with them and really help out a kid that could really use it.
Absolutely. And further, we have match support specialists that during the course of your match are there to support you. When you're matched with someone who you don't know well, sometimes you have some challenges or communication things, and they're right there to check in with you and the little's family. So they're so invested in everyone being happy and healthy in this match.
So with all that said, the long story short of it though is if someone's interested in doing this, it's easy to get the process going.
Super easy.
And you've got a ton of kids looking for a match right now, right?
We have over 400 children waiting and hoping to be matched with a mentor. It would mean the world to us to have someone interested in giving back to the community. It takes so little. It's only a few hours a month of a commitment. So you can go to our website at beabig.org. All of the information is there. Click on it. You'll come to a meeting, virtual or in person at this point, and get the process started.
We're going to post that link right down here in the description. Click it and really make a change in a kid's life. I mean, this is an opportunity for you. Again, we do it. We try and do it as much as we can here with the Ide Family of Dealerships, but this is something we need your help. Obviously, there's only so much we can do. I can offer pizza parties in some of our time, but you got 400 kids looking for someone to look up to. So if you've got the time and the availability, do it. I mean, I bet you it'll make as big of an impact on your life as it does on theirs.
One other great thing to mention is the impact that mentoring has on children who are mentored through Big Brothers Big Sisters of Greater Rochester who are eligible to graduate high school. 100% of them do, which is an astonishing statistic given the current state. So we are so proud of that, but more than that, we're proud of the mentors that step up to make that difference, and just having that caring adult behind you, that's what it does.
So if someone's interested and thinks this is a great cause, but they really don't have the time, what else could they do for you?
Great question. So it takes $1,500 to create and support one match. There's a lot that goes into it and a lot of support that continues. So if you're unable to devote the time, we're always looking for community partners to invest in it. You could support a match. Many of our businesses sponsor us through our events, or make big gifts so that they can sponsor a block of children. It's so rewarding to know that you have made that big of a difference in so many lives.
Wow, okay. Well, $1,500. Tell you what, we will make a match right now. Hyde Family Dealerships will make a match.
That's wonderful.
So
Thank you.
On the spot right now, just like, yeah, okay, we can do that. So we'll make sure we do that. And again, if you're watching, please help this great organization. It's a great time to do it, and there's definitely a lot of kids who could use your help.
Indeed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.